Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here again with my friend Maria. We just had some good din.
Thai food.
We're a little sleepy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So we got our teas. I got a jasmine cheese latte if anyone cares from Brew Tea.
And I got a rose milk tea with almond milk.
Cause she a little vegan queen or whatever.
She vegan or whatever.
But yeah, so we decided after talking about our personal experiences, there's this trend on TikTok going around. Yes, this trend has like the audio from the Coraline movie that says, Caroline, 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 like you're in grave, grave danger. And creators videotape themselves with that audio and then they type out like a paranormal story or like something that has happened to them where they've been like in grave danger. And going through that, I was showing Maria that a lot of these videos, people were commenting through their TikToks, like their paranormal experiences. So do you kind of want to say what we're thinking?
About?
Yeah, like what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, sorry. We are going to read some of the comments to see what people have to say about their own experiences, because that is always fun to do. Gives you the spooks, something to talk about, and I'm excited.
Yeah, so I'm going to pull up these comments and they are all like, I'm going to be reading the ones that are obviously commented under the public videos because that's for public view. So I don't have to go through like, you know, the hassle of like getting submissions. I just think that that would be fun. So yeah, we're just gonna get right on into it. Cheers. 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 This one girl posted, when my mom realized my imaginary friends weren't so imaginary. Did you ever have them?
I did not have imaginary friends. Did you?
No. I legit saw ghosts and I knew they were ghosts, but never imaginary friends.
See, I never saw ghosts when I was little, nor did I have imaginary friends. However, I think if I had a child and they were like, oh, so-and-so comes visit me at blah, blah, blah time, and I'm like, I'd be like, oh my That'd be terrifying. Could you imagine?
Yeah, if my kids ever came to me like, Mommy, it's this person that has like a bloody head. No, I would get rid of the kid. Like,
we do not need to be knowing these things.
No, yeah, like, who? Oh my god.
That'd be scary.
Yeah, but no. Imaginary friends, no.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
So under her comment section, this creator, someone commented, mine was Emily. She passed at the age of 6. Her drunk father accidentally shoved her down the stairs and she passed. My mom was always confused about who I was talking to until she realized and I explained Emily to her and everything, but I think of her as my little guardian. Since I was little, whenever I felt upset, I felt her there with me, and that's why I tend to talk to myself as if I was talking to her. Aww.
That's sweet. Okay, it went from spooky to sweet for me.
Oh my god.
That's so cute.
That is.
I was about to be like, wait, how does she know all this information that she's 6 years old and her name is Emily?
It's always a ghost named Emily, I swear.
Oh, you're right though.
And then someone said, mine was weird. My mom said I told her the little girl I saw was locked in a closet by a man and she was losing oxygen, so she was blue.
Ew! No! Could you imagine? Yeah, there is a, what is it, a little girl?
Yeah.
There's a little girl in my closet and she's turning blue because she's suffocating. I'd be like, what? Like, I would believe my child.
Me too.
If they told me, like, I wouldn't be like, oh, you just, no. I'd be terrified.
No, yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay then.
And this one, I think, is going to scare you because you know how you were just talking about the duende and the vents?
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone said I had one named Emily and she passed the same age, but she told me that her parents killed her and I would talk to her through the vents. Bitch. It's not funny, it's like gross.
Ew. Well, not ew, but like, would you just like whisper through the vent and then it's like you just hear something back?
Gee whiz, I would have screamed for my mom.
Could you imagine?
I don't want it. Someone said, apparently I had an imaginary friend who had the name of my Russian great-great-great-grandma, and nobody ever taught me Russian, but I could speak it. I used to describe her to my mom, and my whole family was spooked. Also, every time we went to the park next to a graveyard, I'd nonstop stare at the graves.
Oh. And?
That's cute. Like, yeah. Sometimes like I'm reading through the comments to see any continuation, but I guess that's it.
Oh. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. They learned Russian without anyone really teaching them Russian?
Yeah, that's really weird, honestly. Someone said, oh, this is probably like relevant to me.
Okay.
I used to talk to my brother who died 2 years before I was born, and he was never mentioned around me either. I probably spooked my mom. And someone said, no, because me too, but he was a miscarriage. And then they responded, my brother did that with the twins. My mom miscarried before him. And I've heard of that. People who have like miscarriages and stuff, their kids like will talk, even without telling them. And like kids don't understand the complexity. Well, children are little actual people too, you know? They can understand complex issues, but something as like a miscarriage, like with extreme detail, like I've heard of that.
That's so beautiful. I've never heard of that. I like that.
I like that too.
That was a cute one.
Very cute.
This one says, I used to tell my mom that there was a little boy upstairs that had burns and scratches all over him, and I would play with him before I went to bed. Is there more? Let me see. Then we found out later that our house had caught on fire and a little boy had been locked in his room and died from the fire.
No.
That's sad.
No. I'm getting like teary-eyed. That's so sad. Stop, you heard that, right?
I heard that.
That was my window. There's kids out there, but like that was that window right there. The kids are on the other side of the wall. They're not here.
Yeah.
That's were the kids, but that
that's
the sound it makes when we open the window, but the window's closed.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, then.
See what happens when we're together, like, and we're home alone right now. My whole family's having dinner. I saw all these comments on these videos before I was going to bed, and I made sure not to do that to myself.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one says, at my summer camp there used to be a chapel and there was a wedding happening, but the place burned down and the bride died. We've seen that bride in our cabins.
No!
I would be like, ma'am, wrong place.
What era was that from though? Like, did it say?
No.
Or no?
I wonder what camp this was.
Yeah.
What cabins are these?
Knowing me, I'd be like, if I saw like a bride like from another time, oh my god, where did you get your dress?
That dress. Yes.
I love vintage.
I love.
So fetch. And turns around when I go home. That was the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. Oh my god. Okay, I'm joking. Like, rest in peace to that bride, because that's awful.
Oh, yes.
That's awful.
It is.
It's not funny.
It's not. The people's lives are not funny. It's the spooky humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this one says, I saw a whole entire past with my imaginary friend when I was 5.
Past?
Past, yeah.
Past. Okay.
I saw a whole entire past with my imaginary friend when I was 5. I randomly woke up with a girl at the end of my bed, scared, and shared a whole story, and it was like a war story. Oh, so she was like telling her like a war story.
Okay. So she was probably like a casualty.
Yeah. Sorry about that one. It does not have any periods or commas or...
Use your punctuation.
Because then it's just like, where do I stop?
The little kids outside playing, the dad came out and then one of them was following the dad crying right now as you were reading that. So I was like, oh, I know. I was like, ghost stories, you're not kidding.
Oh, but yep. I heard that. Okay, this one says... okay, when I was little, I had a friend named Carol. She had this cute cat She had this cute cat hat. There we go. She had this cute cat hat and was always smiling. I would talk to her and have sleepovers. She said half. Half what? Okay. Half. Oh, part 1. I'm so sorry. I'm like, half? I can't live with myself. Okay. Anyways, so I would talk to her and have sleepovers. She said that her mom dropped her down from the roof because she could fly, but that one time she couldn't. What? She could fly, but one time. Interesting.
I just spilled this.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I think like the mother of that girl was probably like getting ready to like kill her. So she was probably like always putting her in the air, like, oh, you can fly, to gain her trust. And then said, okay, let's try from on top of the roof.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry, guys, but
That's my theory.
If a mother killing her child, if you're not ready to have kids, just don't. Please, just don't.
Just don't.
Ugh. Okay. When I was 3, I told my mom that When I was 3, I told my mom not to shut the living room door because the old lady was crying at the bottom of the stairs. Turns out the previous owner was an old lady who tripped, fell down the stairs, and passed away. My mom was super freaked. Oh, the old lady.
Stop! My first job was working with the elderly and that like...
I would literally sit with her at the end of the stairs and be like, I'll be your friend. Everything's okay. I mean,
That's so sad. Oh my god. Oh, that, not to sound demeaning, but like, you know how they say life goes full circle? Like when you get like really old, you like become a child, like childlike again.
that
That makes me want to cry. Oh,
That was
jeez.
sad. It was sad.
Hopefully she's resting in peace now.
Yes.
She doesn't need to cry anymore.
Oh, this one's cool. I apparently perfectly described my great-grandpa, who passed before I was born, as my imaginary friend. I'd never seen him in real life. He disappeared after I told everyone.
Oh.
Oh, so he was there, and then once he told the family, like, hey,
He said,
Grandpa's here, then he was like, peace out.
da 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 da.
Mine was Kaylee. She was stuck in my house and needed my help finding her dad. Oh. My current best friend is named Kaylee, and her dad is dead.
What? So it's like alternate dimension maybe?
I think so.
Because you know how you and I were just talking about that?
Yeah, like what if like that Kaylee's from an alternate universe?
Oh, by the way, if you guys see me it's like getting this like what looks like whipped cream, it's actually like cream cheese. Just like, please ignore me. Like it's so good and I have no shame. I'm a Taurus, so like food is my love. So I'm sorry, but anyway.
Okay. My neighbor's little girl always tells us about her, the woman who passed away in the house just before they moved in. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not going to continue with that because there's no punctuation. It's just choppy.
There was so much potential.
It started really good and now I'm just lost. Mine is a little girl named Sally. Her stepdad drowned her in the old bathtub before we redid the bathroom. I still see her sometimes.
I want to add some flavor. What does she look like? Like
I know, I'm like, what was she wearing?
What era was she from?
Yeah, I feel like you can tell what era they're from.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. And I feel like, I don't know why, but people from different eras kind of look the same because probably like dietary restrictions and like fad diets or like, you know, where you lived. Like people in the 70s tended to have like freckles. Like I don't know, is that a stereotype or
Hey,
Yeah.
they were out in the sun, just having the best time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister one time saw this like little kid that looked like he was from the 1930s at the end of the bed. And he was just like there, taking the covers off of her. Yeah.
That's not nice.
No. Okay, this one says, at my old house when I was younger, I used to be scared to sleep in my room because someone would stare at me and I found out somebody died there before. Okay. I hate that feeling when you know, like you were just telling me earlier, like someone is staring at you.
Yeah.
But for her to actually see it.
Yeah, that's like confirmation. Like sometimes you're like, am I being paranoid?
Mm-hmm.
Am I anxiety ridden?
Mm-hmm.
But nope.
My imaginary friend that I played, I had an imaginary friend that I played, move the object with. Oh God. They hid my Barbies for me and I searched. Did they mean to say they hid my Barbies for me?
Yeah, I think like hide and seek with objects.
Oh my God.
But that's kind of like cute. I don't know why. That's kind of like wholesome.
I mean, playing around. Yeah. I mean, if he's consenting to play. I consent to this game.
I consent to being haunted.
I consent to being haunted. Please move these objects.
Oh my God.
If not, I'd be like, excuse me, where's my stuff?
Yeah, I'd be like, I need it now, today, not tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting ready to graduate and like you can't find your cap or gown because like the ghost is playing.
Like how we're playing games. There was this little boy that always played with this red or blue ball and this old lady that would be cooking and chains would rattle at night. No.
No thanks.
Why are chains rattling?
You see?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So these were like the imaginary friend ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next TikTok, this girl posted, it's very ominous.
Mm-hmm.
That night, my friends and I decided to sleep on the trampoline overnight. I don't know why, but that sounds terrifying.
It sounds terrifying to me because even now, I need a blanket anytime I sleep because it makes me feel safe and covered. And I don't know. I imagine the trampoline out in the open, you just don't feel covered and safe.
Okay, so she posted something. Should we like hear it?
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, like it's an audio?
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
I don't really know how to do this because I don't do story time like ever, so it's weird. I'm gonna pause this for like a lot, so I'm trying to fit it in because I don't want to do two. After I did this long, I had soccer and then I had track meet after school. I got home not that long ago from it and I had a shower, so yeah, that's what I do.
I'm sorry, this girl's so hard to understand.
This for a while. So basically it was about like 2 years ago.
She commented,
Okay.
for you guys that... This is
Did
about
she say? Okay.
For you guys that don't want to listen, basically it was 2 a.m. and we were on the trampoline and we heard bloody murder screams from multiple directions around us. And we hid under the blankets and it went on for a minute. Then we were all freaking out and decided we needed to go inside, but we couldn't see out of the trampoline. So we didn't know what was out there. Then we all got off of it and ran inside so fast and I had a panic attack. And my friend was crying and no one else heard it except for us. And no, it wasn't any animals. I don't live near the woods and we looked up animal screams to compare it to, but none of them sounded anything like that.
Screams from coming all directions. Coming from all directions. That sounds not like a situation I would want to be in.
Yeah. Someone commented they heard screams and got scared, so they went back inside. The end. Oh my God. Why is that so funny? That's like you. Be like, and I'll be like, let me add a little bit of live.
Let me just zhuzh it up a little.
Someone said, they commented, like, I heard a little girl yell, hello, help me. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh no. First of all, I don't even think my mind would go into paranormal. It would be more like, holy crap, someone's in danger. Let me go help them. But I've heard that SWs,
Stop!
that they will mimic voices and pretend to be in danger so that they can lure you into the forest. So
This is why I have trust issues.
yeah.
So, someone commented, one time I was having a sleepover with my friend in a cubby house, and I heard a woman say my name. It wasn't my mum because she is British.
Oh. That's spooky. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah. Ooh, like family members and stuff.
Mm.
It's like, even though it sounds just like the family member,
Mhm.
I'm able to sense like, it's not them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, even
Yeah,
though there's
yeah.
no distinction between it not being,
Yeah.
I feel like us as humans, like we are energy itself.
Mhm.
We're just given this meat capsule, and
This meat capsule.
yeah, literally, like
Love
we're
that.
just. I think of it that way. Like we're literally a soul with a meat
Yeah.
suit. Like,
So true.
and so like we're able to distinguish between like we have instincts.
energy.
Heard a spirit say my name. By the way, if you heard that scream, there's kids playing outside. Like it's not a ghost. Like we would not fake that.
There's children running amok.
Yeah, I've had people like comment like on my other YouTube videos that did like pretty well, like this is so smooth, and I'm like, trust me, I wish I was lying. Like,
First of all, why would I waste my time and sit here and lie? Like,
no.
no.
Someone said, I heard a spirit say my name when no one was around in my mom's voice, but they didn't exactly get it right. See, that's what I'm saying.
No. Oh gosh, I'm scared.
This one, okay. Maria and I were just talking about this. There's something about Mexican ghost stories and like ethnic, I think, ghost stories.
They're just spookier.
I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, Victorian ghost, okay, like cute, but I'm sorry, like I'm just trying to be humorous because this does make me uncomfortable. But this one is like from the Philippines, and it says,
Oh.
they're talking about, you know, going to bed like in the trampoline or something, like in the middle of the night. It says, nah, don't do this. In the Philippines, you will see women running towards you with slippers.
With slippers.
Is that like...
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah. I'm like, you know, like with us, like con la chancla.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, violence is not okay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but it's like how people are like, oh, if you grew up Latino, you were hit with like a sandal. Like, that is abuse, you know, but that's like a common joke.
Yeah.
It's like, so I don't know if that's similar.
I know, that's like, is this a joke?
I thought it was like a superstition. So if you're Filipino and like there's something about like a stereotype or like a spirit with slippers,
Yeah.
can you, like,
what is that?
yeah, can you please? You heard that?
I did.
I heard that. I hope the audio picked that up.
Anyways.
I know, I'm kind of scared. I'm like really, I'm happy I'm not alone right now.
Oh.
But
Here.
anyways, I'm gonna rewind it and like duplicate it to see if we caught that sound.
What is that?
Yeah, can you please? You heard that? It's like, how has everyone had bad experiences? It's just sleeping outside. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it says, it was dark and I was home alone. My mom was at the shops. I was in her bedroom and I heard a woman said, Amelia, dinner is ready.
Oh no.
Someone said, I was so scared because I kept seeing this figure flying past me and my friends were sleeping. I was so scared. And someone was like, flying? And she said, yes.
I don't know about that.
And apparently it had like human figures. Like it looked like a human. Mm-mm. It said there were 6 girls and an older man called out one of the girls' names. It was 4 a.m. and everyone was asleep.
Wait, like they saw 6?
I guess there was like a group of 6 girls sleeping on the
And
trampoline.
they called out one of them.
Yeah, and like a guy, like an older like man,
Oh
called
my
out one of the
God.
girls' names, and it was like 4 a.m.
Okay,
That's like,
I don't know why this is reminding me of this one time when... Have you done the Peter Answers thing online?
mm-mm.
Okay, there's like this thing, I don't know if it's still a thing, but there's like this thing called Peter Answers online. And it's like the whole, I guess in a sense it's like a virtual Ouija board type thing. But anyways, my friend, you asked Peter a question and my friend asked, what color socks is so-and-so wearing? So it was a group of like 5 of us in the room, and it literally answered the color socks my friend was wearing. I know it can seem like a coincidence, but I was like, it just kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why. That's what I thought of.
I have a story. My dad, if he gets home while you're still here, he could tell you guys this story. But my uncle Thelmo to this day, like, he doesn't like talking about this. And my dad doesn't either. But I have 2 uncles and my dad. So it's my dad, Tony, my uncle Thelmo, and my uncle Frank.
Okay.
And my dad is the oldest of the brothers. So he went to like college and stuff, and like my dad's very like, you know, you've met my dad. He's a mechanical engineer. He's like a brainiac. And math is his life. So my father knows like all these like equations and like theorems and all that, right? My other uncles, like, they don't give a fuck. Like they have other interests.
Yeah.
So my dad said that he walked in on my uncle, and my uncle is like playing with the Ouija board.
Oh.
Yeah, cute, right? So he said that my dad's like, okay, if this is like real, what's the equation to, I forgot what theorem it was or something like that. And my uncles like would not know this.
That, yeah.
They would absolutely, positively, 100,000% not know this. And it literally like did that whole equation. And my dad was like, throw that away. And they tried throwing it away, and it ended up.
Did it keep reappearing?
Yeah, it did reappear. I can't remember like the details of the story, but like if I even mention it to my uncle, like his face, dude, like his body just gets like.
Oh my god.
And I guess my grandma that's now deceased, she was like alive during this, and like the board was like cussing out like things about my grandma and like saying terrible like vulgar things about her. Yeah, so like
see, that's when it gets really spooky.
Yeah, like that's
wow.
Yeah.
So your dad didn't believe in the abilities of spirits communicating through.
Well, he was like, if they're really talking to a spirit that's saying all these things, like, let it answer this, and it did. My dad's always been super paranormal, though.
Yeah.
Like, well, not been paranormal, but he's always
believed in that stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, there's a story he told me that all the siblings, like, there's 5 of them total, they went to Mexico, and my great grandmother's like rancho. If you guys don't know, rancho basically means ranch in Spanish. So, like, you know, like, they have them in, like, Texas and stuff. I know that's a stereotype, but they have them everywhere. So, my uncles and aunts and my father, they were, you know, playing in the ranch, and there was a well. And my great-grandmother said, stay away from the well. Stay away from it. And, again, I can't get the details, like, all in order, because this is, like, my father's story. But they were all like throwing rocks into the well and around it, and they said like this growl like scream, like a thunderous scream, like erupted from this well, and then it like shook, and they saw something like coming out of the well, and it zoomed past, like have you ever seen like Harry Potter, like the Dementors? Something kind of like that, like came up out of the well, and my dad said it was like a black, like huge, like foggy, like whole thing, right? And they all booked it, like, and they were screaming and crying, and then they told my great grandma, and she was like trying to calm them all down, and like the next day they boarded up the well. So really creepy.
Hell no.
Yeah, like that ranch, like in Mexico, it was really haunted. Like they found a body there too, like buried. Yeah. On the property.
Anytime anyone has a story to tell and it's about Mexico and like supernatural, I'm like, oh, it's about to be really spooky.
Girl, you keep hearing that, right?
Yes.
We keep hearing like little like knocks and like creaks. Like, that never happens in my house. Never.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard your house creak.
No,
or knock.
You've been here by yourself like this before, and with friends and during parties.
Yeah.
What the?
Well.
I can see it. Okay. So this one says, me 1 year in high school playing a Ouija board in the cemetery. You gonna like? I did that. My boyfriend at the time, Tyler, and I. We. I think 2 Halloweens ago. It was when the pandemic was still really bad. Him and I decided to go to the cemetery to ghost hunt on Halloween night. And it was a full moon that night. And we literally saw kid spirits playing in the tree. And then I saw an apparition of just 2 legs walking. And it was like a pair of men's legs wearing I think Levi's jeans. And it was like a golden hue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took 3 steps and then just disappeared. Yeah. It was trippy. And I was like, so I thought of that, when that trend was Caroline, you're in great danger.
Oh.
I was like, me when my boyfriend and I decided to go Halloween ghost hunting at the cemetery on a full moon. Literally everything.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Halloween, cemetery, full moon.
Oh my god.
Oh man. That's pretty cool though. They saw a gold apparition.
Yeah. It was a foggy, misty, kind of see-through apparition.
Ooh.
But it was a golden hue. It was
interesting.
Careful with. Oh my god! Hello, you scared us.
Where is it? Oh, you guys fucking spooky. What?
I didn't hear the car. Oh my god.
Hello.
Sorry. Updates.
There's updates.
Okay. Let's talk about the comments. My uncle and his cousin played with one when they were younger, and it said the cousin would die at 28. He died years later at 28 in a motorcycle crash.
See, that's what you should never ask.
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry about that sudden, abrupt ending. My family came home from dinner and scared Maria and I.
We were like,
yeah, but before my parents came home, I've been in my house alone, without my sister, without anyone, and my house has never made little knocking or creaks like that. You heard that.
I did.
Yeah.
I kept hearing, and I was like, well, I guess that's normal. But no, especially the one back here.
That
was
freaked
very
me out.
Yeah.
So Spanish. But we are safe and we are abundant and oh my god. But yeah, I think Ouija board things are the things that scare
Those are
me.
the scariest ones ever, and I was not expecting her to say the X word.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We were watching the TikTok trend, the Caroline one, and it said this one girl said how she played with a Ouija board in the cemetery, and the sequence of events that occurred after, and she became entranced and felt this force to play the Ouija board again, and it kept doing the infinity sign, but apparently the spirit or entity that came through was the one that starts with a Z.
Oh, did I say X?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Choco, the Mexican gas stations.
Z.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Ouija board ones are the scariest ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I've experienced it, so
Yeah.
I know how real it is.
One time, this is a crazy story. So before Toys R Us died, rest in peace Toys R Us.
R.I.P.
I know. There's one that was here in our neighborhood, and then I remember my dad and I, we entered it, and in the front of Toys R Us there was board games.
I remember that. They were $20.
Yeah, and I remember my dad and I were looking at these board games, and we were so astonished and just in shock to see a Ouija board just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was looking at it, and my dad and I just gave each other a mutual
Like a what the?
Yeah, like we gave each other a mutual like, ugh.
Yeah.
And there was a worker with like the long broom, like you know what I'm talking about? And he was like nearby too in that area. And my dad and I were just kind of joking, saying things like, "Oh, like why was that here?
Yeah.
This shouldn't be in the kids section. This is very dangerous.
This should not be in a toy store."
Yeah, it was one of those things where you feel discomfort, so you kind of joke about it. Yeah, and as we're like walking away, it fell right off the shelf, boom, onto the floor.
No.
And even the worker was like, he looked at us, and the worker just had a look of fear.
Like
yeah, and we all just kind of acknowledged each other and what just happened. And
oh no.
my dad was like, "Don't touch it."
It's tainted. Don't touch it.
So.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not a toy.
It's not. And I feel as though the more you tell people not to do it, the more they want to do it.
True.
It's kind of similar to how you tell a child no, makes them want it even more.
Like, oh no.
Yeah, and it's just.
Oh, that's spooky. Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. And
Ugh.
I don't know. I just think that Ouija boards are a big no-no, in my opinion.
I agree. You're not gonna get a good energy from it. You're
No.
just
I said oh my gosh.
not. Oh no.
My cousins did a Ouija board, and our uncle who passed came on and yelled at them about how dangerous the board is.
I love that.
Yeah, Theo to the
It was like, hey, we're not gonna do that here.
No, that's good though, to have like family members.
Protector.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, because I played with my ex, and it said he unalived a girl named Alexis, and then he got up scared, worried, and then broke up with me.
I need an update on that.
Someone said, "Did you ever look into it? That's crazy." And she responded saying, "It scared me, honestly. We played with 2 of our friends, and we all thought it was weird how he acted afterward." And the person said, "Oh wow, well maybe it's a good thing y'all broke up. That's very weird. I don't think the board will make that stuff up."
Yeah, could you imagine, like, okay, imagine though, like, what is she realistically gonna do? Like, she's just, like, could you imagine,
She
like,
may be the next victim if that is true.
well, no, yeah, but, like, could you imagine, like, being someone going to the police station and be like, hey, so, the Ouija board told me my boyfriend killed, unalived someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, go, run, block
restraining
him.
order.
Yep. Change your name if you have to.
This is so funny. This username says your mom's house, and they said, my mom told me when she was younger, her mom and her friends played it, and when they threw it out, it was back on the table, so they had to burn it. That's what my dad was just saying.
Oh my god.
They come back. My friend that lived up the street, I made a YouTube video about this, and her and I to this day, like, I think I nicknamed her McKenna. Her and I are still like close, but when we do talk about, well, we're not super close, but her and I every like other year or so, we still message each other about
your experience.
Ouija board experience, because it had tugged off a piece of her, like a clump of her hair. Yeah. And her mom saw it hanging on her back. Yeah, dude, it was bad. And then when I went down her spiral staircase, in like the reflection of the window, like I saw a girl, like,
and I'm gonna watch that video.
Yeah, she was in cheer at like I think Coronado, and we had torn up like the Ouija board because her grandma was like, "Get rid of it now." And
yeah, she's like,
yeah,
be gone.
Like, yes, it's like, you know, like
God,
her grandma was mad. And so McKenna went to cheer practice like with her duffel bag, and she ended up like calling me on the house phone, I think, and she was like scared and told me that she had opened up her duffel bag, and like right on top of all her stuff was the ripped part of the Ouija board that said yes on it. Yeah. Even though we had like ripped it up and thrown it out.
No. Oh, no. Yep. Never doing that again.
This person said,
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
This person said, I knew a person that burned it and it still ended up in their closet. Their cat also tried eating it. They tried putting it in the river and many other things, and it would always end up in the same spot in the closet. Someone said should have burned the closet.
Where are you gonna put it now? Oh my gosh.
Someone said, I used to play with one all the time and kept it in my trunk. Always saw a shadow sitting in my backseat. Tried to throw it in a dumpster, but a couple days later, it was back in my trunk.
Oh.
Had to give it to a friend to get rid of it and the shadow guy. That's my mom, by the way. That's my mom.
When I see shadow figures, that's scariest to me. I don't know about you, but I'm like, why are you so hard?
I think it's because we're not able to distinguish like features, and as humans, it's the unknown that kind of really gives you a tingle up the spine, perhaps. I don't know. My mom told me once that she played the Ouija board with her friends with candles surrounded around it, and she told me once she fell asleep, she felt something mad heavy and it started scratching her neck, and I guess she couldn't breathe. Like, dang.
Oh, heck no. That's what's scary. Like, you can't see it, or like, and they're just like coming at you, hurting you. Like, what are you gonna do, punch a ghost?
Spiritual warfare is just something all on its own, and I'd rather not. Honestly, that is crazy. Oh God, this was a lot of fun though. Like, I
had fun.
I know, me too. I wanted to do this by myself, but Maria and I were kind of brainstorming as to how we should. I don't know. I kind of wanted to approach, one, because I was scared. Two, because I kind of want to try a different, homey, comfortable, organic approach to my channel in some ways, and just try out different things and see what works best, not only for you as an audience, but us as like friends. And
well, it just seems like how we would naturally talk, honestly.
And I think it's fun. Like,
we're just hanging out.
Yeah, grab your tea, grab your matcha, grab your Thai tea, whatever tea you like, because it's fun, dude.
Yeah. Spooky time.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for the change in lighting. We had like the windows open, and then the sun was going down, and just all this other stuff. But if you guys liked this format, you guys can message me on Instagram with any stories you would like me to share. If you guys have any video ideas and you would like to see more of Maria or us sitting down and talking about this and feeling like you're a part of our little group, yeah, let us know what you thought, and if anything you want to say.
Just that I'm gonna have to watch a very funny movie tonight.
I might have to pop some melatonin. I don't know. Ponte Vicks on our whole body. But no, yeah, I think I'm really scared.
So yeah, I'm just gonna have to watch something funny, but also thank you guys for watching, and then just thank you for today and like allowing me to be on here with you and like just talking and like
I think it was fun.
Just hanging with the girls.
Yeah, just the girly pop date, and for the gays and theys too. And yeah, if you're a guy too, like come on right over, step right up. Like, we don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate here.
Yeah, but
we don't discriminate.
Yeah. But thank you, and stay safe. Drink your tea. Don't play with Ouija boards.
Do not. Just don't.
We'll see you later. Bye.